each and every day at 8 a.m. as we continue on this journey of exploration, of uncovering what this thing called life is and how we can make it more meaningful, how we can live a more fulfilled life. And isn't that what we all want? We want to feel fulfilled. But here's something that I put in the thought for today. Fulfillment doesn't come from pleasing others. Fulfillment doesn't come from getting that attaboy, attagirl from someone else. Fulfillment doesn't come living up to someone else's expectations. Fulfillment comes from within you. That's the only place fulfillment can come. A temporary sense of ecstatic joy might come from the approval of someone else. But that's it. That's it. It's just a moment. It's a fleeting moment. But when you truly, truly like who you are, accept who you are, live who you are, that's something that stays with you all day long. All day long. Christine says it's the first time. She's finally catching us live. Well, welcome. I find this so true in people when I'm talking about relationships. They're always saying, my partner did this to me. My partner did that to me. My partner made me feel this. My partner made me feel that. And I look at them and I say, your partner didn't make you feel anything. What you feel is what you choose. Your response to a situation is 100% you. I don't know how else to say that. Your response to any situation is you. Nobody else. No one else tells you how to feel when something happens. No one else gives you a perspective that you adopt except you. Now, you may have blindly developed that perspective. You may have not been conscious that that perspective was integrated into your mind. Most of everything in our minds, we don't even have a friggin' clue that it's there. We have blindly bought into what our parents, society, religion, politics, business, education, whatever they've given us, we blindly have bought into that. And in doing so, that becomes a predominant mental atmosphere that we're putting out there. And when we put out that atmosphere, we attract what that atmosphere is. We attract it because that's how we perceive it. You see, all this stuff is coming at us all day, every day, all day. And then the mind filters out what it wants to see. And so the key thing to understand is that your beliefs, your habits of thinking are those filters. Yes, they are. And those filters determine your life experience. Who has the ability to leave those filters in? You do. Who has the ability to change those filters? You do. That's where we talk about 100% responsibility for our life experience. Notice that I didn't say our life happenings. I did not say that. Things happen to us because we're a part of a universe. We're part of this universe with 7.8 billion people. We've got Mother Nature. We've got all this stuff. JJ says, I've changed my filters recently. Well, I'm going to push back on you, JJ, and say, JJ may have changed a few of her filters, but she certainly hasn't changed them all. Otherwise, JJ would be an enlightened being. She would be a divine master. And my God, I want to meet her because I've never met a divine master. I doubt that I ever will. Because here's what I understand. We've got and been indoctrinated, domesticated into believing there are divine masters on the planet. No, they're human beings who just have a different level of awareness. There are human beings that have a different level of awareness. But as long as they are in their physical body, they are human just like you and I. So we don't need to put them on a pedestal. We can learn from people who are more aware, but don't put them on a pedestal because everything that's inside of them is inside of you. And when you put someone on a pedestal, you deny your own greatness. You deny your own completeness. You deny your own wholeness. Do you get what I'm saying? You're denying your wholeness when you compare yourself to others. And that's why we started off today. You cannot be looking to seek the approval of others for your satisfaction. Seek your own approval. And while on the journey, maybe you let others support you. I love the idea of support. Support and help are very different things. Help says you don't have the ability to the other person. Support says you have the ability, but right now you're in a state where you could use a little bit of help. Christine says, such a hard habit to break. Well, yeah. It's a habit we're going to be breaking, I believe, for eternity. I truly believe that we are seeking for eternity to discover the infinite nature of what we are and what everything else is. And that's a journey that's never ending. Now I don't believe that's a truth. Well, I do believe it's a truth, but it's my belief. I don't know that it's a truth. No one knows that. That's what I'm going to be talking about this Sunday at Agape. What is the truth? Because I think it's a subject that really needs to be explored. And what I've got more questions than I've got answers. And you know what? That makes me happy. Because when you've got questions, oh my God, that just juices you, doesn't it? It gives you purpose. So today, 10 o'clock my time, I'm going to be going to an Ayurvedic doctor for the very first time. For those of you who don't know, that Ayurveda is something that's been in Hinduism, and it's all about the body and well-being within the body, eating certain fruits based on certain characteristics that you are unique in. And everything stems from gut health and works out. Well, I'm a very healthy person. I'm going to actually take my blood results with me that I've had done the last 2 times. And I want to find out, is there something more that I might do to feed this engine, which is this body, better fuel so it runs better, works better, has harmony. None of the gears are clashing, but they're smoothly flowing. See, when we're young, my perception is when we're young, we can get away with eating a lot of stuff, bad habits. But as you mature, those bad habits start to wear on the gears. And so I want to find out, not that I'm a bad eater, I'm a pretty darn good eater compared to America, compared to the world, for God's sake. But here's what I know, I can always be better. I can always learn more. So I'm looking at this as, I'm going to this beautiful Dr. Gupta here in Plano, and she's been highly recommended. Her energy seems really good as I look at her energy. I want to learn from her 20 years of being a doctor of Ayurvedic medicine. I want to tap into that wisdom. It's a wisdom I've never tapped into before. You see, that's my curiosity. I'm not seeking her approval. I'm seeking her wisdom so that I could do it for myself. And then I'll approve of myself even more. I'll like myself even more because I'll accept myself. Well, I can't accept myself. Yes, I can accept myself more. I would be lying if I said that I'm fully engaged in acceptance of to all of me. I'm sure there's parts of me that I'm hiding from and denying. We all are. As you look at the screen, have I gone pink and transformed? No, I'm friggin' orange today. Orange, what does orange represent? Ooh, the sacral chakra. JJ says, I'm 64, not on any meds. I love that. I love hearing that. I'm 70. I'm not on any meds. I love that too. If you're 25 and you're not on any meds, I love that. If you're 52 and you're on meds, but you're looking to get off of them, I love that too. If you're 52, 53, and you're on meds and they're working for you, well, that's okay. I'm not going to judge you. Medicine doesn't make you good or bad. Look at Maggie pop in there. She's got to top everybody. I'm 81, she says, and no meds. Maggie's the bomb. Maggie's who you want to be like. Ian says, my goal is to be your guy's age and be healthy or even healthier. Ian, don't want to be our age. Stay where you are, dude. Man, if I could stay younger, I would. But you can't slow down the process of years. But you can make them quality years. That's the big thing. When I think about my life, I want to make sure that I live a quality life. That's the most important thing. You do what you can to have a quality of life. Isn't that what you want? If you're 38 and your quality of life sucks, and you're 38, I'd rather be 70 with a quality of life. There's a lot of people out there that are very young that the quality of their life is absolutely horrific. And they keep doing things unconsciously because they're listening to the media. They're listening to the media, and the media says you got to have this to be happy, this to be happy, this to be happy, this to be happy. So you're seeking outside stuff. Stop seeking outside stuff and go within. Find that point within you that knows who you are and then just accepts and loves you because you're you with no judgment. Judgment and love cannot coexist. Really grab that concept. If you're judging, you're not loving. If you're loving, judgment can't exist. It's a hard concept to grasp because we have been conditioned, brainwashed, domesticated into believing unconsciously that judgment is good. Hey, start right off with pleasing mom and dad. Then we go right to Santa Claus. And then after Santa Claus, we go after some great spiritual teacher. We got a God in the sky who's going to damn us to hell if we're not good or bad. See the brainwashing? Every aspect of life. Bam, 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 bam. Kimberly says, I love holistic health approaches. There's a holistic doctor around here for adults, but none for children, which sucks. Hey, ask your holistic doctor. Does they know someone for kids? I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they exist. Bilal says, accept where I am, it won't lead to where I want to be. You have to accept where you are before you move forward. You have to know where you are to move forward. And then you go in that place in your mind first. And you follow your mind, and your mind will guide you each step of the way. Each step of the way. Kimberly, where do you live? 5 hours away. That's a long way. Hey, 5 hours away, you can do a Zoom consultation. Don't let, if anything I learned in COVID, as you can demonstrate right here, you don't have to be with someone to connect with them. Look at us. We're connecting right here now. Same thing can happen with a doctor. Same thing can happen with anything. Realize that. There are no limitations unless you perceive them to be. With that, hey, 13 minutes and 33 seconds in, more than I wanted to talk. But you know me, I love sharing with you. And I want to thank you so much for being with me. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. It helps them recognize us and makes us grow and get this message out to more. With that, I'll say, hey, no matter who you are, where you are, what you do, I accept you just like you are. I may not like you, but I accept you just like you are. So have a great day, everyone. Aloha.